everyone, welcome back. Welcome back to Satisfactory. Welcome back to this playthrough. So it has been a fantastic week for me, both in terms of work and in terms of playing this game, and also a good news on the side, I guess. I reached 100 subscribers. That was not my plan. That was not one of my goals. The goal when I started making these YouTube videos or just having a place where I was just putting out videos on the games that I play and just enjoying myself was just so that if anyone enjoys these videos, if they are going through this, etc., I'm really happy. Even if just like it's able to help at least one person, it's entertaining for at least one person, it's able to help them. I feel happy. That's enough for me. This is not as a source of like income generation or anything like that. I first initially started this YouTube video or YouTube channel as a means of like for myself, more of like a stress relief, more of like something to remember all the stuff that I play in various different games, etc. So there are various different games that I have already put out, and occasionally every now and then I go back to some of my old videos to check some stuff out. So it's sort of like reminiscing, sort of memory for me. So, and it's also like a stress relief for me. So that was the original intention. That's how I started. But slowly it started growing little by little. Although I don't think the content that I put is anyway really good or like comparable to some of the best content creators out there. I don't think I even deserve that, like in terms of the amount of effort that I put in, because other people put a lot more effort and they deserve all the views, etc. So, but yeah, I reached 100 subscribers, which was huge, and there were also some really good comments out there which I was going through. So, and some really good tips, etc. So thank you everyone. Thanks a lot. I really want to appreciate that. So yeah, I really wanted to start this video off by saying that. So thank you everyone. I reached 100 subscribers again. Thank you. So yeah. So with that, let's get back to Satisfactory. So yeah. So with Satisfactory, I think last time we worked on that blueprint over there. So which was this specific blueprint, which is this one, supercomputers. Well, this is a very fantastic blueprint. I really like this because this uses just 4 materials as raw inputs, and one of those raw materials is water. So it just uses three raw materials, and it gives me one supercomputer. So an extremely simple blueprint and something that I can use. Oh yeah, and by the way, one of the comments which I read was like, I can just share some of these blueprints as a Google Drive link, which is something that I'll work on. I'll try to set up a Google Drive place and put all of my blueprints, at least some of the good ones. There are some blueprints which I don't want to put, which are some extremely basic blueprints. So maybe that's not required, but there are some really complex blueprints which might be useful to some of the people who wish to try it out. So yeah, so with that in mind, I'll be putting that as some of the Google Drive links. So with that, yeah, so I did that blueprint, and the main intention for me to do that blueprint was for these for this specific recipe. This recipe needs supercomputers, and I wanted to use this for this recipe and make a neural quantum processor factory. So that's my entire intention of doing that. And then of course there is the superposition oscillator, but this of course does not need supercomputers, so that was not the intention. And there might be some future stuff. Of course, I really think for nuclear stuff I might need at least one supercomputer, although I'm not sure. But yeah, but mainly it was for this. But now if you see, there is no such factory. Like I have not used that blueprint at all anywhere because there are literally no refineries. And the reason being, I had completely forgotten about this, but here, in order to make a space elevator part, I'm making, so this assembly director system, it needs supercomputers. And for that, I'm making 3 supercomputers per minute. And when I made this, my intention was like, I was still, I think, that was the first space elevator part that I built, or second space elevator part that I built. So I was like, there are 2 more space elevator parts, so something will use supercomputers, so I will definitely need it. So I just made extra. So I made like 3 of these, and this one uses just 1 per minute. So basically there were 2 additional supercomputers per minute, which this is making, and I was not using that at all. So I was like, let me not waste time using this blueprint, like making a supercomputer factory. Instead, let me just use these 2 supercomputers per minute and make a factory out of that. That's a lot more simpler. And also that gave me a reason to build this item bridge across this space elevator factory and my actual factory. What shall I call this? This is the main factory hub. Yeah, sure, I'll call that. So it gave me a reason to build this item bridge. I was really planning on building, like, I really want belts to go from left to right, or on top of this valley, on top of this train station. I really wanted that, but unfortunately there was never a good reason for me to do that. Now this was definitely a very good and valid reason, so I just made this. So hopefully there'll be a lot more such item belts running left to right, right to left, etc. That'll be really nice. So yeah, so that item bridge comes here, and this entire thing, this entire floor basically makes one single thing, which is this one. Of course, I have made this as 2 per minute. Originally, I was thinking of making this only at 1 per minute, but I decided to make 2 per minute because I'm getting 2 supercomputers per minute. So I made 2 per minute, and I am storing 1 per minute. Like, I have made a splitter at the end, and I'm storing 1 per minute, and there is another additional 1 per minute of neural quantum processors being made, and that's just extra. So that's good, I guess, in the future. Oh yeah, anyway, yeah, so this one needs it. Oh, perfect. Yeah, oh, this exactly needs one. Okay, this was planned, by the way. I planned this. So I saw this and I saw 1 per minute, so that's why I made it 2 per minute. I'm just joking, by the way. I did not plan it. It's just a coincidence. So yeah, so this is just 2 per minute. I'm making 2 per minute, and half of this I'm storing it. Half of this will go to this space elevator part. That is perfect. Oh my god. I did not plan this. I did not plan this even a little bit, by the way. If this was just slightly off, like instead of 1 it was like 1.25 or something, I would be totally screwed. Okay. Anyway, this is perfect. So yeah, so I'm getting the supercomputers from across the valley, and then I need 10 time crystals, 30 fixed site trigons, and 50 excited photonic matter. All of these are just being done. In fact, I'm not even making all of these. It's just some of these, but it's still taking so much space and it's so huge just because of these machines. It needs so many particle accelerators, like converters, and this thing quantum encoder. Like, all of these are huge machines. So it's interesting. Like, if we see that space elevator parts that I have made there, like, it's an extremely complex process across everything, but all the machines are small, so it's a lot smaller in terms of volume that it consumes. But this is like the tier 9 stuff, the phase 5 stuff. All of these are like actually pretty simple in terms of recipes and to get it, but the machines are so huge. Like, every single one of these is huge, so it just takes space, and it consumes power. So yeah, so with that, let me just go through each of these. So this one I'm making 2 per minute, so I needed 10 time crystals. So time crystals is made from diamonds. Of course, I used the basic recipe. I did not want to use the complex recipe. I just used the basic recipe. I made diamonds with coal. I'm getting coal over here, and I had extra coal. I think all the extra coal right now is being used. I have no more additional coal over here. So in the future, if I need any more coal, I'll have to bring it from somewhere else. So yeah, sure. So that coal is coming here. I'm getting 20 diamonds. All the 20 diamonds comes here, and I get 10 time crystal. This 10 time crystals goes into this. Perfect. And then supercomputers are of course coming all the way from down there and going through various conveyor lifts and finally coming here. And then the fixed site trigons. The fixed site trigons, I was already making quite a bit of it over here. Like here I'm making 60, 75, 75. So I have already been making a lot, and this is all extra, by the way. And I already had 60 over here, and in this I wanted just 30, which was actually perfect because I was not at storing this. This is brand new. So I just made this and I started sending it to the dimensional depot. So 30 is going into dimensional depot, 30 is going upstairs for the quantum processor. So 30 comes here. And then excited photonic matter is the most easiest thing. Just put this down, it's done. You get excited photonic matter. By the way, I have not... Is this liquid or gas? I think it's liquid. I think you need pumps if it's... I don't know. I need to test it out. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah. So... And then finally I get dark matter crystals, which I need to send it out. So I have made this, which directly takes dark matter residue, makes dark matter crystals. And dark matter crystals, I have a priority thing over here, smart splitter. The overflow goes over there. If there is no overflow, everything goes to the right. So by default, things are getting stored over here. That's the default thing. But if that gets filled, that's when things start going over here into the awesome sink. So no matter what dark matter crystals, sorry, dark matter residue will never like build up. That will not happen. So that's perfect. That's very, very important, or else this entire process will just back up. So yeah, and I really tried to make this as a blueprint, but just a quick check with this quantum encoder, you cannot fit it in the 6x6x6 blueprint designer. Like the devs made the blueprint designer even huge, so much huge, and they added a machine which is bigger than that. So you can't even use it, you can't even put it in there. So it's unfortunate. I was really hoping I can make some blueprints with particle accelerator because it just looks cool, but unfortunately with this quantum encoder I can't really make much stuff. So yeah, so that's pretty good. Like I said, this is an extremely simple setup. Like this should be the easiest, like the smallest thing out there, but this is probably bigger than some of my factories over there. It's that huge because the machines are huge. Oh, and by the way, this gives out a like a color hue, and you can basically see that from far away. Like you can see that coming out. So if you have multiple of these scattered throughout your base, it will look awesome. It really looks awesome, especially at night time. So that's awesome. That machine is awesome. So yeah, so things are all working well, and I am getting the neural quantum processor, so that is complete. With that completed, the next thing that I will do is the superposition oscillator. This requires a bit more work because I do need... That is not okay. So I do need to make the... First I will just make this one, or maybe two. How much do I need over here? Yeah, I'll make this two per minute. So because I need it for space elevator part. So with 2 per minute, wait a second, this one. So with 2 per minute, I need dark matter crystals, which I already have, 12 per minute. Am I getting 12 per minute? So this is just 50, right? No, I'm not getting, I'm getting 5 per minute right now. So yeah, I might need to make the dark matter crystals, which is fine. That is the easiest thing to do. That's fine. Crystal oscillator is something that I'll have to make. Alclad aluminum sheets, I just have to bring from somewhere else. Excited photonic matter. Okay. So I can make sort of like a loop for this. So basically this will give me like 5 dark matter crystals, like the output, and the output from my previous factory will give me 5 more. So I already have 10 dark matter crystals. I just need 2 more dark matter crystals. Man, really, why? I wish it was 10 now. I wish this number was 10. Anyway, so yeah, so the next thing will be this factory which I'll make. which will be good. So after making that, it's just unlocking the next milestone. I think the last milestone for the phase 5. So yeah, with that, everything will be done, and then finally, then I will decide whether to work on last space elevator parts or the nuclear factory. So those are my two final things that I really wish to do. So yeah, I will decide after that. But yeah, so this was my quick overview. Yeah, this is a lot quicker video, lot shorter video compared to last time. So yeah, quick overview of the factory that I built for the neural quantum processors. Pretty good, pretty nice. It's looking nice. And also I just made this come out a little bit from my base, because I'm making it sort of like a cantilever beam, and it'll look awesome once I put walls and stuff and put the foundations, etc. So it'll look really nice. So yeah, so with that, thank you everyone. Thank you for the 100 subscribers. Really excited. I really did not think it would be, I would even receive like 10 subscribers. I was not even hoping for that. And honestly, I did not even market my YouTube stuff to anyone, not even my friends, not my relatives, etc. Because I really wanted people who enjoy these kinds of videos and who really want to, who really search up these videos themselves, and who really wish to see these kinds of things, automation gaming stuff, because this is a niche genre. Not every single person plays this, not every single person enjoys this. So the person or the people who do enjoy this, I just want them to come hang out, enjoy the videos if they can, and yeah, put a comment or just subscribe, etc. Whatever that is. Anything is good as long as yeah, so that was my intention. So I'm really, so with that intention, I just started putting some videos just for, as a sake of stress relieving for myself, as I explained before, when I started the video. But now it has grown a lot more than that. Even like 10 subscribers was huge for me. So I have reached 100 right now, so it's awesome. So thank you everyone. Thanks a lot for this. Was really not expecting this. So yeah, thank you. So with that, see you all in my next video. Thank you everyone. See you guys. Bye.